let's go to page 348 and start with number 526. It says, for Jones Jr. forgot his first 3 exam scores. He remembered that his first score was 3 less than the second, and that third grade was 11 more than the second. His impatient teacher told him that he needs to get a grade of 100 to raise his average to 81. So first plus second plus third plus 100 divided by 4, they will equal to 81. So you're looking for the third score. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this. So do all the substitution. So go and multiply by 4 to get rid of the fraction. So first is s minus 3 plus s plus the third is, I'm going to reverse this, it'll be s plus 11 equal to 324. Okay, so combine all these, so 1, 2, 3, so it would be 3s plus 8 equal to, plus 100. Forgot the 100. Okay, so plus 108 will equal to 324. Yeah. So forgot about 100 right over here. Okay, so minus 108, so 3s will equal to 216. Okay, divide by 3, so s equal to 72. Once we find 72, then we can find the third score. Okay, so t equal to 11 plus 72. So third score would be equal to 83. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, it says a man born in the first half of the 19th century. So 19th century would be 18 something something. Okay, so we're going to call that 1800 plus y. So y would be this y over here. So this would be a y. So this is the year that the man was born. Okay, and when he was x number of years old, that means x number of years would pass, right? Okay, so when he was this number of years old, that means you have to add this onto the year he was born. Okay. So again, this is the year that the man was born, and this is how old he is. So this would be the year, right? And this would equal to the x squared. Okay, so now to solve this, okay, move the x over. So 1800 plus y equal to x squared minus x. Okay, and then 1800 plus y will equal to, if you to factor this, and the reason you factor, you can realize that these are 2 consecutive numbers. Okay, so these are 2 consecutive numbers, and so you're going to find 2 consecutive numbers that will give you about in the 1800s, the first half of the 1800s. Okay, so now to get a rough idea, okay, so what number you're trying. So square root of 1800 is equal to 42.4. Okay, so that means you have to be at least 42, right? Okay, so if you make the table for the x and x minus 1, and this is when you multiply x times x minus 1. Okay, so this should be in the first half of the 19th century, means 1800 something, right? So if you start with 42, then this would be 41. So when you multiply, you get 1722, right? Okay, again, we kind of start with the lower end, right? So make sure we don't miss anything. Now, if you go 43 and 42, okay, then this would be 1806. And let's try next one. So if you're 44 and 43, this would be 1892, right? But remember, the problem says that he was born in the first half, right? First half of the 19th century. So this would be the one, right? Therefore, you got x equal to 43, okay? And the man was born in 1806. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so 528, it says a floor. So a floor is 9 feet by 12 feet. So it'd be 9 feet by 12 feet. And it's tiled with the 4-inch by 6-inch tile. Okay, so it'd be 4-inch and 6-inch. So how many tiles are needed to cover the floor? Okay, well, first, you're just going to use the area, divide this area, then you can figure out how many, right? Okay, so the area of the floor would be 9 feet by 12 feet, and the area of each tile is 4-inch, 4-inch by 6-inch. Okay, but notice right now, you have feet and inch, so you need to make the same. So what you need to do is convert it. It's easier to convert it to inch. So 9 feet times 12 inch, and 12 feet times 12 inch, right? And this would be a 4, and it would be a 6. So all you have to just go and cancel things out. Okay, so this would be 3, this would be a 2. So the number would be equal to, just multiply all this out, you get 648. Okay, let's go to 529. Okay, an organization of 100 people set up a telephone call system. So the initial contact person called 3 people, and each of them called 3 other people, and so on, until all have been contacted. What is the maximum number of people who do not need to make a call? Okay, so you have one person will call the 3 people, right? So 1 and 3, and each of these will call 3 people. I'm going to draw a circle, it's easier to draw. Okay, so this would be 9, right? So you can see I have 1, 3, 9, and so next one would be 27, okay? Now, when you get to 27, okay, you're going to run out of people to call. So now all 27 need to call people, okay? So this over here will give you, so this is 30, 40, okay? So you only got 60 people left, okay? So you only got 60 people left. And so that means out of these, right? So 20 of the people will call the 60 people, and the 7 of these will not have anybody to call, okay? And also the last tier, the 60 people, do not have anybody to call, okay? So therefore, the number that people that do not make a call would be 67. Okay. So you can up to 27. Okay, there are 60 people left. So not enough to have all, not enough to triple up for each person. So only 20 of these 27. Okay, so 27 break up into 2 groups: the one that have calls and the one that do not have any people to call. Okay, because after 20 people, everybody would have been called already. Okay, so these 7 people do not have anybody to call, and this is the last tier that there's nobody else after them. So these are people who do not make a call. So there are total 67 do not need to make a phone call. Okay, let's go to next one. Okay, 530. So how many distinct roots satisfy this equation? So you got square root of 5 minus x equal to x times square root of 5 minus x. Okay, so one quick way is divide this by both sides. So divide by square root of 5 minus x. You can do it by moving over and do the factoring. So either way, okay. So when you do that, you got 1 equal to x. So right away, that's one answer, right? Now, when you divide by something, you're assuming that is not equal to 0. So in reality, it may not be true. So what you need to do, you have to set that equal to 0 to recover that answer you're going to miss. Okay. So you have to set it equal to 0 to recover the answer. And so square both sides. And so move the x over, so 5 equal to x. Okay, so there are two answers. Okay. Now again, another way to do these is by doing the factoring. Okay. So move this over, so 0 equal to x square root of 5 minus x minus 5 minus x. Then you can factor out the square root of 5 minus x, and you get x minus 1. So you're going to end up with the same thing, right? So you're going to get x equal to 1, and from here you set it equal to 0. And you're going to get 5 minus x equal to 0. So 5 equal to x. So either way, okay? And this way usually is a bit quicker, but you have to remember that when you divide, you're assuming it's not equal to 0. So you have to set it equal to 0 to recover the answer, or else you're going to miss this answer. Okay? And that's the reason normally you don't divide by variable, because when you divide by the variable, you're assuming that it's not equal to 0, and so you're going to miss out on one of the answer. Okay, let's go to 531. Okay, so to swim a mile in a certain rectangular swimming pool, so you have a swimming pool over here. And so you have to swim back and forth 80 times. Okay, so you have to swim back and forth 80 times. So it means 80 times length of the pool will equal to 1 mile. Now 1 mile, now over here they ask you, talking about, they want you to figure out the square yards, right? So you want to put everything in yards. So 1 mile is 1,760 yards. Okay, so swim back and forth 80 times will give you 1,760 yards. Okay, another way to achieve that 1 mile is swimming the perimeter 22 times. Okay, so 22 times perimeter is also equal to 1,760 yards. Okay, so divide by 22. So the perimeter will equal to 80 yards. And the perimeter is equal to 2 times L plus 2W, right? Because L, W, W, right? Equal to 80 yards. So divide by 2, so L plus W equal to 40 yards. Okay, now from here we can solve for L, right? So divide by 80, divide by 80. So L equal to 22 yards. So once we find L equal to 22, you substitute into here. So W will equal to 18 yards. Okay, so the area of the swimming pool would be, the length times width would be 22 times 18. So area will equal to 396 square yards. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 532. It says the radius of the given circle is 1 inch. Okay, and the second is 1/2 inch. And the third one is 1/4 inch. And so forth and so forth. Okay, so what is the sum of area of the circles? Okay. This, when it goes on forever, that's an infinite series. Okay, so this one, the area equal to pi r square. Okay, which equal to pi. This one is pi r square equal to pi over 4. This one would be pi r square, which equal to pi over 16. Right? So you can see that the r equal to 1/4. Okay. Okay, so infinite series, the sum is equal to T1 over 1 minus R. So T1 is your first one, so it would be pi over 1 minus R is 1/4. So S will equal to pi over 3 over 4. And so you multiply by common denominator, so S equal to 4 pi over 3. So you just multiply by 4 to give it a complex fraction. Okay, and that's it.